All right, I'm going to start off by talking about the crash yesterday, and then there's a lot more to dive into, unfortunately, because we've had so many fatalities already 13 days into this year. But yesterday, we had yet again another catastrophic crash on Highway 710. This is immediately on the heels of a fiery crash with a fatality that took place in the wee hours of Saturday morning. And here we are again with now two more people deceased. So with three people total deceased on that road in the last three or 4 days. And I'll tell you some details on that real quick, and keep in mind Florida Highway Patrol is the lead on that, and there's a lot more of the investigation to be completed. But what we think we know now is that a vehicle was stopped in the roadway. The victim's vehicle was stopped in the roadway and was overtaken by the now defendant, who was intoxicated, and slammed into the back of that vehicle as it was stopped for a flagman. It was a horrific scene. One of the victims remained trapped in that car, deceased for a long period of time. Two were flown out. One since passed away at the hospital last night, and then the other is hanging in the balance. They're in critical condition. And so FHP is the lead on that case. They have made an arrest, and that individual is in our jail currently. But this highlights an issue that we've been having for many, many years. Highway 710, Warfield Boulevard, has been a death trap for motorists that have been commuting that road over the years. The community out there has been up in arms, and rightfully so. They know what they're talking about. They see it day in and day out. And they have raised that problem. And that problem goes back into it's my understanding, the early 80s. They did a traffic study, and they said that road needed to be widened. Well, it hadn't been. And here we are in 2026 with 3 fatalities just this year. Every year we get 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 fatalities on that road. That road has been a death trap. And so the town of Indiantown, our local state legislation, Sheriff Snyder before me and now me, we have pushed on the state to do something about that road. We've listened to the community. We've gone out there and done patrols, which, by the way, let me talk about that for a minute. We can't patrol our way out of these fatality crashes. We'll be on one end of the north side and there'll be a crash on the south end, and then vice versa. We've written over 2,000 citations on that road. Last year, to put that in perspective, we wrote 16,000 citations in Martin County. 2,000 of them were written on that road. So we've been out there doing traffic enforcement. We can't message our way out of this. We can't write tickets out of this. The road has to be widened. Last night, immediately after that crash, and I just left you all, we just got done talking about fatality crashes, but immediately after that crash, I reached out to State Representative John Snyder, who's been working on this issue. He's in Tallahassee in session, and he is going today to the director of the Department of Transportation and leaning on them to act faster. I also reached out to Ms. Taryn Crisler from the Village of Indiantown, and she's also pushing on them to act faster, meaning that road is slated to be widened starting fiscal year 2029 and 2030. That's not soon enough for us. That's not soon enough for us and the residents of Indiantown. My question would be, how many more people have to die before we get that project going? Florida touts that they have the safest roads in the country, but this road is one that clearly is not in that category. So we're asking that the state, we appreciate the effort they've made. They put turn lanes in out there. They put some flashing lights. They've got it on their agenda, but we've got to do it faster. We can't have this happen, and this could happen again. Yesterday I left you, and this happened 2 hours after I left you, and here we are again having this conversation. So with that, I'll kick it over to questions and try to answer.
So with all these people, excuse me, with all these people that you've spoken to last night and this morning, was it a positive conversation? Do they agree with you that things need to move faster?
So the question is, was the people that I spoke to, was it a positive conversation? Do we agree it needs to move faster? The answer is yes, and I forgot to say this. We would ask the citizens of Martin County, the citizens of Indiantown, the people that watch your newscasts, to reach out to your state representative. They want that because they can take that and then send it to the governor's office and the Department of Transportation and say, X amount of people reached out via email or phone calls wanting this project done. It helps us move the message. Keep in mind, we message this over and over again on our Facebook page, through you all, the media, but a lot of these individuals that are driving erratically are not even from here. Their GPS is taking them off. They're routed through Indiantown. They're driving like demons, and then they're causing these fatality crashes, which is exactly what happened yesterday. The individual wasn't even from here.
And so the widening project that's slated for 2029, 2030, is that expected to be 4 lanes? And do you think that's enough?
Yes, so to give you an example, Indiantown is kind of split. Starting inside of the town of Indiantown, just north of the Big John Monahan, I'm sorry, just north of the town of Indiantown, it necks down to 2 lanes, and that's where those horrific crashes are taking place. If you move from where it necks down back south all the way to the Palm Beach County line, the Department of Transportation built a large, wide, beautiful road that's made for trucks, made for people even going over the speed limit, made for passing, and we have not had the significant amount of fatalities down there. So it's almost like we've got our own proof of concept. It's wider south of town, and it works, and we don't get those horrific crashes. It's neck down north of town, and we're still dealing with the same issues.
And so I know yesterday the big message was that it was all young people that had died. And I don't know if you can give us this answer. I haven't gotten the FHP report from yesterday. But were the 2 people who died from that crash, were they also young?
I don't know.
Okay.
They did send me their date of birth, and I was so fixated on the issue I didn't look at their age. It wasn't their fault. They were sitting there at a it's my understanding there was a flagman that had traffic stopped, and they got rear-ended by a drunk driver who was a middle-aged individual who was intoxicated, heavily intoxicated, that rear-ended them.
And can you touch on the importance of safe driving until the widening project does happen?
Yes, I will try. But it seems like no matter what we say, we're still dealing with the same issue. That road is a 2-lane highway. And so what you get is you get drivers that are going a lot of times at the speed limit, which we've asked them to do, or a little bit below the speed limit, which does create a problem. Then you get the impatient driver that comes along. Again, they're not from here, most of them. And they look around and they look around, and then they finally go for it, and that's where we're getting these horrific head-on crashes. Horrific head-on crashes. Another type of crash that we're getting there, quite often actually, is where somebody stops to make a left-hand turn. So they're headed in a direction, they're slowing down to left-hand turn, there's traffic backed up behind them, and the person whips out the pass right as they make that left-hand turn, and it's a fatality crash. And we've had a lot of those on that road.
Sheriff, can you just kind of go back to what you said, that, you know, a lot of the messaging that we're doing, if the people are not hearing it, because the people who run through that road are not from here. Can you cue in on that?
Yeah, the question is, can I cue in on our audience? Our local audience is keyed in on this conversation. If you look at our Facebook page, we get beat up about more enforcement, and I get that, and I appreciate their opinion. But the people that are causing most of these crashes, they're not locals. The victims, a lot of times of these crashes, are locals. So again, no matter how hard we hit this message, the local individuals are not watching this, they're not heeding our warnings, and we're having traffic fatalities as a result of that.
So far this year, you've had 3 fatalities on 710?
This year, the question is how many fatalities on 710. This year, in the last 5 days, we've had 3 people die, and the one is hanging in the balance right now. They're seriously injured.
But how many fatalities in Miami, in Martin County in general?
6 total in Martin County.
So just so I'm clear, there's 2 lanes going from Palm Beach County to Okeechobee County on 710, going north and south, I guess, south of Indiantown. But when it gets north of Indiantown, it's 1 lane in either direction?
So the question is, what's the layout of the road? So from the Palm Beach County line through the village of Indiantown, the town, it's a 4-lane highway.
2 lanes either direction.
2 lanes either direction. Now south of the Big John Monahan Bridge, it's a 4-lane highway with a large median. I mean, there's a lot of room. There's good shoulders. There's really good lanes of traffic with good breakdown lanes, and then there's a large median, and the same thing on the other side. That road is well built. Once you get into Indiantown, it's still 4 lanes, but it's kind of neck down, and once you start to leave Indiantown, it goes down to 2 lanes.
And the north of Indiantown is where all these crashes have occurred.
That's correct.
Where it's 1 lane in either
direction, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I know the widening project's for 29, 30. You said you want it to be sped up.
Yes.
You want it to happen sooner. Do you think that will happen? And if it doesn't, what do you fear?
So the question is, do I think the widening project will be sped up? And I think the answer is possibly yes. I mean, I think we have compelling evidence and information to go to them with, and I would ask again, push on us, the Sheriff's Office, push on their state reps. Representative Snyder is a part of this process. Push on Indiantown, they're a part of this process. We're all working to make that road safer. But we need the backing of the community, the taxpayers, to make that happen. And then, of course, the Department of Transportation has to move to our position. They want to make that road safe because, again, they're touting themselves as the safest roads in the country, and this road actually is pulling down their averages. So this road needs to be made safer. If they don't make that road safer, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the next fatality is going to happen.
I know I asked this question yesterday. What is the sheriff's office feeling right now? Obviously, 6 fatals
Right.
since January 1st. You had 3 in just the past 5 days. And then on Warfield Boulevard. What are you thinking right now?
Well, the question is, how do we feel? Well, there's 2 sides of that. One is we grieve for the families that are dealing with these horrific crashes. Keep in mind, normal crime, you rarely have random acts of violence with crime. You have a homicide, it's domestic related, it's over money, there's something going on, people die. But in a traffic fatality, it could be any of our loved ones out there driving down the road, doing the right thing, and the next minute they're deceased, and you're getting that trooper or deputy walking up your door, knocking on your door. Those are traumatic experiences that you never get over. And then our deputies are responding to these crashes. The crashes on Bridge Road, 2 teenagers died. Those same 2 deputies left that crash on Friday night and went Saturday night and tried to rescue a guy burning to death in a car on Sea Branch Boulevard. Those guys, and rightfully so, were traumatized from what they've seen. Now, they're deputies, they're going to come back to work the next day and do their job, but those are traumatic incidents. That crash yesterday, horrific crash. Our deputies were on scene for hours, again, trying to remove one of the victims from the car, which was a project.
Do you know roughly how long, in terms of miles, the 1 lane in either direction would have to be widened?
The question is how long in terms of miles the 1 lane will have to be widened. It's, I think, roughly 15 miles. If it's done correctly, it needs to be widened all the way from the town of Indiantown all the way into Okeechobee at Highway 70, if it's done properly.
And that's about 15 miles.
You're getting into the 20s at that point.
Okay.
So I'm not asking just to take care of Martin County. I'm asking to take care of 710 holistically.
And so yesterday when we spoke about this issue at the time when there were 4 fatalities, you said that even after 4, that this was, quote, an extremely bad start to the year for
Right.
the county. And then 2 more fatalities happened overnight. Can you touch on now the severity of that statement?
Well, to put it in perspective, the question is the severity of how many traffic fatalities we've had. Last year, holistically, 12 months, we had 22 fatalities. We're at 6 this year already. This is unheard of here in this county for the population that we have. This is unheard of for us.
And can you, where exactly were these crashes on 710? If you could touch on that.
Yeah, the question is, where were these crashes on 710? So they were all north of town. The first crash was at the entrance of the FPL substation. There's a yellow flashing light there. The Friday night into Saturday morning. That's where the 21-year-old young man died. And then last evening, that crash took place just south of that location at Fox Brown Road and Warfield Boulevard, right in that area.
Sheriff, I know you touched on this. You can't write enough tickets just to solve the issue. You've been out there.
Right.
But I know the community is asking for more presence out there. What message do you want to give to the community over on Tommy Clements just on that whole stretch? Because I know, again, they're asking for more.
Sure, the question is the community's asking for more. The answer is they're going to get more. Last year we went and applied for a state grant, and we spent most of that money out there on 710 trying to take care of that community. Since last night, we've talked to the local captain of the Florida Highway Patrol, and they are saying they're going to assign a trooper to that area full time. So between the Martin County Sheriff's Office, the deputies in Indiantown, the traffic unit that's out there in Indiantown, and FHP, you're going to see a greater presence. Keep in mind that we've had a great presence out there. And I know people don't see a deputy every single day, every time they drive down that road, but 2,000 citations is a lot of tickets. That doesn't account for the amount of actual traffic stops that took place, which is probably more than double that.
To your knowledge, the responsibility to maintain, upkeep, or make improvements on that road in the area that we're talking about, that's the state issue as opposed to a Martin County government issue. Is that correct?
Yeah, the question is, who is responsible for maintaining that road? Yeah, it's Florida Department of Transportation, but again, we're weighing in from the Martin County Sheriff's Office perspective because we're the ones seeing those crashes. In the town of Indiantown, they want their residents to be safe, so they're weighing in because they realize that there's an issue. And you're looking at the expansion of Indiantown. They're going to add 2,600 homes here in the next couple of years. They're already being built. So that compounds the issue that we're already dealing with there in the town of Indiantown.
Have you spoke to Okeechobee County at all about this situation?
Have I spoken to Okeechobee? I have not. No.
Have they discussed anything with you about? No?
No, they still have fatalities because I see that they have them. But this has been more of a Martin County push. Me listening to the same people that you're talking to in Indiantown, I read what they write. They're not wrong. They're right. They're frustrated, and we've got to fix it for them. They're not wrong.
And Sheriff, so you have gone to local and state leaders,
Yeah.
and you're also asking the community to do the same. But I guess what's the next step from here? What would have to happen for the expansion project to speed up?
So the question is, what would speed up the project? I think public pressure would speed that project up, and that's the only thing that's going to speed it up. Again, it's a big process. They've got to go and probably eminent domain land through there. They've got to fund it. I know there's a lot that goes into it, but we've been at this for a really long time. This conversation didn't start today. This conversation started 20 plus more years ago, 20 plus years ago, and so I think with Florida having extra money this year, which I know they have, this would be a good time to get this project underway.